It's the middle of North, guys. I love when I'm in, when I do these types of videos and everybody's like, oh yeah, it's like Texas, it's like Nebraska, it's like, oh, Iowa. No, this is the middle of North. Look over there, right? There's nothing but traffic. You can see that building. I'll zoom that in for you right there. You see the building right there, the project right there. Yeah, all this trash. See, yeah, I make it look a lot nicer than it is by trying to like just focus in on the more lakeish elements of it. But yeah, it's the middle of North, guys. Anyways, how's it going? Yeah, a few things, man. A few things. First and foremost, everybody that subbed since the Mike Mulberry video, I've seen a bit of a boost in that. So thank you guys. I appreciate you coming through. Hopefully, I am entertaining enough for you. If you are new to the channel, I am I guess, political operative in New Jersey who wants to end the drug war for the most part, but that's not particularly convenient for my locals. So I've taken it step by step, and one of the major steps that we've been taking is November 3rd. In this fight, November 3rd is a gigantic day where Jerseyans get to vote for a constitutional amendment for cannabis possession, and you know, I'm feeling good about it. I recently got in contact with Axel Owen, who's running the who's running the establishment New Jersey Can 2020 campaign. And you know, with the CV situation being what it is, a lot of individuals, a lot of campaigns, the campaign season is just completely flipped upside down on its head, because your most powerful weapon, which is door-to-door canvassing, field ops, it's basically nulled and voided. And I think that's a big part of the reason, like, what was that, like 100% of incumbents won their primary bids in our all vote by mail election. Come on, guys, seriously. And I've been screaming from the high heavens that it's been a bad call, bad idea. But somebody, what's his name? Matt something. I follow him on Twitter. And he tossed out, he was like, yeah, well, he plans to be a part of a Biden administration. So come next year, he won't have to worry about any of this. He's just going to dip. And I was like, oh, wow, really? Murphy, because Murphy is like uber establishment. He was Obama's ambassador. So whatever cabal that they got going on, he's a big part of it. And yeah, he'd run, like, it's kind of senseless, like, being angry or upset about it at this point, when if you check my history, I've never been on this man's side. I've always known that him and a lot of I'm talking about, we gotta say like 90% of New Jersey electeds are solely in it for the bread or for the agenda, with no thoughts given to quality of life or anything that actually would help the citizens, the born and bred citizens of this state. So we'll see where it goes. But yeah, a lot of the work that the New Jersey Can organization is doing is the same stuff that it's basically just a whole lot of regurgitating the educational talking points as per usual, with the outreach probably taking place in mid to late September, October. That's when field ops would really start going. What's the name? With the CV situation, it's just like, like people aren't going to want to do the door-to-door thing, and it's created a nightmare that after November 3rd will be gone. But right now we're stuck where we are. So it is what it is. It is what it is. We're continuing to do the online outreach. I really like the I like the constitutional framing that I've been pushing forward with, and that's how we're going to continue to do it. And come November 3rd, we're going to get pot legalized here in New Jersey. It's going to be great. I mean, it's a great step in the right direction. The entire drug war, prohibition in general, has been complete bunk and bullshit. And so, if nobody else is going to say it, if nobody else is going to step up, you got all these NBA players, right? Like, because that's the thing. Everybody else is crying about the wrong shit. Like, I'm sorry. We've gone over this too many times, Blake, did it to himself. Taylor, she was a trap queen. Floyd, he was like, yo, it's not the knee didn't end him, and none of it had anything to do with race. It had everything to do with criminality. And unfortunately, with all these single mothers and all these emotions, these raw emotions just running rampant, like, saying, like Hulkamania, it is what it is. But hey, I want to thank you guys for subbing to the channel. I'm gonna continue doing what I do because it's important to get it done. But the bigger picture has to always be in frame, at least for me. Most people, they just want to run off on their own little tangents and stuff like that, and it's bullshit. Yeah, the bigger picture has to remain in frame. That's what the masculine is. The feminine is, the small things, the minute details that are important, but don't but tend to wean off to complete and utter bullshit and nonsense. And that's something that I believe, particularly after November 3rd, we'll have a far greater grasp of, because like right now, what's that, Disney? They're really stifling that whole woke thing of like, look, man, we trying to make some money over here. We trying to get to the bread, and like, damn it, go get them, Disney. Like, if that's the point, because if you're going to go after the bread, then you ain't got then these agendas and and the messaging really, you're trying to catch net as many folks as possible. So and that was another thing that me and Axel actually had a conversation about, because the deal is that whole social justice thing, it's dead. It's been dead for the longest time. I've been screaming this from the high heavens, like, yo, social justice is dead. And what's taking place in Kenosha and what's taking place over the past 4 months with Black Lives Matter is really what murdered it. So when it comes to the framing that the establishment puts forward, I definitely told them about the constitutional right framing for, hey, you get your right back, you get your right to choose back, as opposed to, oh yeah, social justice, racial inequality. Nobody wants to hear this shit right now, bro. Nobody wants to hear this shit right now. So hopefully they green like that, because the last thing you ever want to do is build resentment in somebody that you're asking something from. All right, and we're asking for people to check yes on November 3rd. So yeah, this is just a update video. Hello to the new subs, just letting you guys know exactly who I am, what I'm about. And yeah, with all that being said, we're gonna bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff, if you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, go ahead and do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. You want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications and speak. Oh, get something from the Teespring, link in the description, and speak. What do you guys think in the comments? Yeah, thanks for coming aboard. I appreciate the hell out of you. I'm gonna continue to do my thing. I see the story. Sometimes you feel free to tag me in stories. I have absolutely no problem doing requests at all. Please check out the Teespring store. I'm gonna be having more merch. Will be up by the end of the week. And thanks, guys. Until the next one.